All right, welcome back to Crypto Crush. We've got the technician Judah here with us.
Hey,
I feel so inadequate when Amir, when this kid's on the call. I'm like, do I even know what I've been doing? Like he runs circles around me.
He makes us
Please,
feel silly, man.
yeah, I do. I feel like I'm standing still. Like it's unbelievable. Anyway, Judah, you're going to take us through the basics, right, today. So we're going to go to TradingView. We're going to look at the basics if someone wants to get into trades, right?
yep.
And investing, pretty much. So what are we looking at here? Tell us what you got and how do you start?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at a free site where you can look at charts. It's not a trading site, so you cannot really put money on a trade. But this is just a site where you can look at the charts and see spot trends, maybe spot good trades to take. And it's called TradingView, and it's free. And it's actually the best site to look at all the charts. They almost have every asset, and yeah, it's a pretty good free site you can look at.
So just to be clear, TradingView is the tool you use to analyze the charts. It's not where you actually make the trade. That's on an exchange.
That's very important to understand. I look on TradingView and I don't execute the trade. I execute the change on a crypto exchange, but I look at TradingView as my guideline to execute the trade later.
Great. So what are you doing now? What do we do?
So if you want to like search an asset, I'm into crypto. So then you just go to the search bar right here, and then you can just type your asset you want to look at. So in my case, that will be Bitcoin. So I type BTC, and then you can choose USD or USDT. Well, I personally like USDT, so I get USDT.
Why is that? What's the difference between the two? Why USDT versus USD? What's the preference?
Well, I'm just used to USDT, and USD I think more American influence, and I'm just used to USDT. I like it, and there's not really a big difference in my opinion, but maybe that's different for you.
Yeah, USDT is a stable coin, whereas USD is a digital version of the US dollar.
Yeah.
But USDT is equal to $1, so it doesn't really matter for USDT.
Yeah, it doesn't matter a lot because I'm gonna make the same trade anyway. If it's on either it's on USDT or USD, the trade is gonna be the same for me. Well, this is the Bitcoin pair on USDT on spot crypto on Binance. This one is on Bybit. This one is on Maxi.
So those are exchanges.
Yeah, those are crypto exchanges where you can execute a trade. So that's important to understand. But
right, so let's say I'm interested in, I want to invest in Bitcoin. How do I do this?
If you invest in Bitcoin, I would first always look at the charts. That's step number one. I would identify a trend. Hey, are we in a bull market? Are we in a bear market? I would first look at the higher time frames. So is it a safe place to buy? Are we at support or are we at resistance? Is it a good time to buy? What's going on in the world? You just put in BTC, USDT, then you just click on it.
Okay, now this looks scary. What am I looking at here? This looks like a murder scene. Amir, does it not look like Amir's been in war? I'm pretty sure this is what it looks like, right?
Remove this. That's better.
I don't know what's going. You got lines everywhere.
Yeah, I will remove everything.
You're gonna explain this all.
Yeah, I will remove it.
I want you to know, friends, at almost 53, I feel completely overwhelmed watching a 17-year-old teach me. Go ahead.
And sorry, so
what is the red? What's the red and the green stuff going on? What is this?
Okay. So what you're looking at is a chart, and it's actually the whole history of price action. Right now, this right here is a candle. This is a candle. Then we see here another candle. A candle.
Okay, so every green or red is a candle.
Yeah, every green and red thing is a candle. And this
now, very basics of things. Those who haven't gone through the basics, the basic academy, make sure to take the time and go through it, because that's exactly where we go into details and say what is an uptrend, downtrend, candle, what are all these things.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we're now on the monthly time frame, so that means that every candle I'm looking at is 1 month of price action. So this is 1 month, this is a whole month of price action, and that goes the same for this green. If a candle is green, that means that the price went up in that month. If the price is red, that means the price went down in that month. So
this is a monthly time frame.
Yeah.
Can you choose different time frames?
yeah, you can choose almost every time frame you like.
Where
So
do
you
it's
can-
up there?
Yeah, so up here, you can choose your time frame. So I can go also to the weekly time frame. So this means that every candle I'm seeing here is 1 week. So this is 1 week of price action, 1 week of price action, 1 week of price action. Then I also can go to the daily time frame. Hey, this looks a little bit different. This is very good for day trading. But here, this is 1 day of price action. This is 1 day of price action. You can do the same with the 4 hour. You can even go to the 5 minutes and put trades in. So this is
Okay.
5 minutes of price action. This is 5 minutes of price action.
So you had mentioned earlier, and so did Amir, something about support, resistance.
Yeah.
What time frame are you looking at when you do that? And can you show me an example of support and resistance?
Yeah, so I really like to look at the weekly and the monthly the most for support and resistance, because the support and resistance on the weekly and the monthly are going to be the strongest supports and resistance out there. But first you of course need to know what a support and resistance is. So I will explain that if I can find a good
Know that this is what drives me crazy. How do you know that the weekly and the monthly candles are the strongest resistance at the age of 17? What are you eating? What are you feeding him, Stephen?
Yeah, well, it's pretty, because the weekly is just, it's a higher time.
Bro.
There's
That
more.
means that he knows economics in the world. That's what it means. It's like not even technical. That's crazy.
You know what's even crazier is he's mostly self-taught. So, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Show
Okay.
a trend line. What is that? What are we doing here? What you put a
So,
line in?
people don't know this, of course. So right here, this is what I use. A horizontal line. So the line is going to be like this. So then you click on it. And then if you click again on your screen, the line will pop and you draw a line on the chart.
Okay,
And
so
then
how do you
also
know
put
where?
it as a favorite. I want you 1 second to go back to that. And there's a star that,
Yeah.
this little
So-
star here, that ladies and gentlemen, that lets you have it in a favorite, so that everyone has their own style of trading and everyone likes different tools and different indicators, whatever. So when you put it in the favorites, that's what you're gonna have on a quick, if that's the type of person that you're using horizontal lines, you're just going to be able to use it in a click and not start looking for it every single time, because you're going to be using it over and over and over again as someone who's charting the charts.
Yeah, it's gonna save you a lot of time actually.
Yeah.
So right now I just drew a line, and so I'm now searching just for like key points at the charts what I can see, and usually I start just looking at the charts. So this is I think a perfect range. So the price, this is the weekly time frame, so every candle is 1 week. So the price went up and all of a sudden it rejected from this point. Okay, well that can happen, but we came up again and we rejected again. We rejected again and again. So clearly there's something going on here. It seems to be there's like an invisible line there. Well, it's actually a roof. So a resistance, you can see a resistance as a roof. Once you break that roof, it turns into the ground. And then you can go up again.
So the roof is a range. It's not an exact number. It's a range.
And so it's usually a range, but it's super. So we know there's something there holding the price back. So what I like to do is I like to get a line there. So this is my invisible line, and you can even make this line bigger by using a different tool.
Or with the same tool, you just got to click on that 1px.
Yeah.
Right there in the middle, and then you can make it thicker. Right there in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, you can make this thicker. So this is a better, maybe even a better line. But yeah, there was some. So what I saw, like, hey, every time we come up here, it seems like we go down again. So what is going on? There is something holding back. Hey, there might be like a roof there. So then you draw a chart, or you draw a line there, and now you can see the line. And this is so much easier than just guessing, okay, there is something there. But now we have really a line, and now we're starting to really do some TA. And what you can see is that every time we touch this line, we reject, we reject, we reject, we reject. This is over, this is the weekly time frame. So this went over weeks and weeks, even months. So what,
All right.
and then eventually you can say, hey, okay, we reject on this line, we reject on this line. So the next time we come here, I can start looking for shorts. Then I can speculate on that the price goes down.
So a short is, you think when the price comes to that point, you're going to sell it, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I want to mention something. I see on the other side, it also looks like there's a line underneath it where it bounces up. You see like one bounces down. Like, can you
Which
make
one?
another line? It seems like there's another imaginary like floor here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. So then you just do the same thing as I just did. So you see, it's best, I think, right here. You see the price, it starts here actually. The price goes down and it pops up. The price goes down and it pops up. So there seems to be also something here to the downside, which is like helping the price. It's supporting the price. That's why it's called a support. And also you could see here on the weekly time frame that, hey, there was something here that was holding the price back, and then it pumped up. So we do the same thing again. We just draw a line and put it right here. So now
But
Yeah.
now you see how it looks like it's going
Yeah.
ping-ponging from the top to the bottom.
So now we went from nothing, we went to something. So we created a range. Well, actually the price created a range, but we can see very clear right now. Oh, every time the price comes to this line, we seem to dump, and then we dump, and now support comes to
Next
play. And
time,
we
it's going to
pump.
happen again.
What was that?
The probability,
Yeah,
we got to use the right terms in trading. Probability, it might shoot up, but probably the probability is that once it reaches that point, it's going to drop again.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's correct.